People of the Philippines vs. XXX, GR number 273990, January 22, 2025. Facts of the case: AAA agreed to work as a massage therapist with BBB and CCC after being invited by the accused, whom she trusted because she was her friend's mother, and they went to the accused residence despite lacking parental consent. AAA stated that the accused first taught her some massage techniques. She then traveled with BBB, CCC, and the accused sister to their place of work. When they arrived, they were told to rest and start work the next day. AAA worked there for 3 days, but when she got sick and asked to go home, the owner, DDD, refused. She eventually escaped and returned home. AAA explained that accused promised them substantial earnings if they rendered extra services to customers. When asked to clarify the meaning of extra services, AAA responded, "Salsalin da panamin ang ariing lalaki." She emphasized that she ultimately left the massage parlor specifically because of the expectation to provide these extra services to customers. BBB stated that she also knew the accused as the mother of her friend. The accused had initially offered her work involving both massage and sexual services for male clients, which she declined. BBB also stated that she was ultimately coerced by accused into going to work. She worked for a week in the massage parlor before being sent home by DDD's caretaker, following accused arrest. BBB reiterated that accused had demonstrated to her and AAA on how to engage in sexual activities with male clients, but clarified that she was not forced to participate in such acts. BBB emphasized that she only performed massages during her time and that accused had coerced her into going with them. The regional trial court determined that the accused was involved in recruiting AAA and BBB with the intent to exploit them in prostitution. However, the trial court ultimately convicted her of attempted trafficking as AAA and BBB managed to escape from the massage parlor before being fully exploited. However, the Court of Appeals modified the decision, finding the accused guilty of qualified trafficking in persons, hence, the appeal to the Supreme Court. Issue: whether or not the accused is guilty of qualified trafficking in persons. Ruling: the Supreme Court held that the Court of Appeals did not err in convicting accused for the crime of qualified trafficking in persons. Trafficking in persons requires the following elements: 1. The act of recruitment, transportation, transfer or harboring, or receipt of persons with or without the victim's consent or knowledge, within or across national borders. 2. The means used, which includes threat or use of force or other forms of coercion, abduction, fraud, deception, abuse of power or of position, taking advantage of the vulnerability of the person, or the giving or receiving of payments or benefits to achieve the consent of a person having control over another, and 3. The purpose of trafficking is exploitation, which includes exploitation or the prostitution of others or other forms of sexual exploitation, forced labor or services, slavery, servitude or the removal or sale of organs. There are various ways through which the crime of human trafficking in persons can be perpetrated. These include the recruitment, obtaining, hiring, providing, offering, transporting, transferring, maintaining, harboring, or receiving a person by any means for the purpose of prostitution, pornography, or sexual exploitation. However, Paragraph 2, Section 3A, of Republic Act No. 9208, as amended by Republic Act No. 10364 expressly provides an important distinction when it comes to minors. Specifically, the recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring, adoption or receipt of a child for the purpose of exploitation shall also be considered trafficking in persons, even if it does not involve any of the means stated under the law. This distinction is crucial because, in the case of minors, even without the use of coercive, abusive, or deceptive means, a minor's consent is not considered to be given out of his or her own free will. Furthermore, trafficking in persons may also be committed by taking advantage of a minor's vulnerability. Given the particular vulnerability of children, the law considers trafficking to be qualified when the trafficked person is a child, thereby imposing more severe penalties on perpetrators. All elements of the offense are present in this case. First, it was accused who recruited AAA and BBB and offered them work as massage therapists, promising substantial earnings when they provided extra services or engaged in sexual intercourse with customers. Upon accepting accused offer, she transported AAA and BBB to work in the massage parlor. Second, accused took advantage of their vulnerability as minor children who are in need of money. Third, accused demonstrated to AAA and BBB how to have sexual intercourse with potential customers of the massage parlor, and told them that aside from their income from doing massages, they would receive additional earnings for the extra services they would render to the customers. Thus, it is clear that accused purpose in recruiting AAA and BBB were to exploit them by offering their sexual services to customers in exchange for money. Lastly, it is undisputed that AAA and BBB were minors at the time they were recruited by accused.